Welcome to another B2 First ESL-lounge reading lesson video. Today we will be reading The Restaurant That Serves Only Leftovers. Let's begin with some vocabulary. Concept. An idea or a principle. Sustainability. The use of natural products and energy in a way that does not harm the environment. To intercept. To stop something from reaching its intended destination. Surplus, more than is needed or used, excess. Nutritious, containing substances that help your body to be healthy. Stigma. A strong feeling of disapproval that most people in a society have. Misconception, a belief or an idea that is not based on correct information. Advocate, a person who supports or speaks in favor of something. Ethical, morally right, relating to beliefs about what is morally right and wrong. Innovative, introducing or using new ideas or methods. Great. Now you know the key words, let's read the story. In a world grappling with the challenges of food waste and sustainability, an innovative and ethical dining concept is gaining popularity. Imagine a high-quality restaurant where every dish on the menu is created from food that would otherwise have been thrown away. This is the reality at the Real Junk Food Project in the UK, one of several pioneering food waste cafes that are changing people's perceptions of leftovers. The concept is simple but powerful. The cafe intercepts surplus food from supermarkets, wholesalers and farms that is perfectly edible but cannot be sold. This might be due to damaged packaging, a misprinted label, or simply because it is nearing its best before date. Instead of this nutritious food ending up in a landfill, a team of professional chefs and volunteer cooks transforms it into creative, high-quality meals. End of page 1. Let's continue. One of the biggest challenges for these cafes is overcoming the social stigma associated with eating "waste food." Many people have the misconception that surplus food is dirty or unsafe. To combat this, the cafes are designed to look and feel like any other modern, stylish restaurant, with a welcoming atmosphere and beautifully presented dishes. The quality of the cooking is deliberately high to prove that the ingredients are excellent. The menu changes daily, depending entirely on what food has been intercepted that morning, which makes every visit a unique culinary adventure. Another key feature is the pricing model. Most of these cafes operate on a pay-as-you-feel basis. There are no fixed prices on the menu. At the end of their meal, customers are invited to pay what they feel the food was worth, what they can afford, or they can even volunteer their time in the kitchen as payment. End of page 2. Let's continue. This flexible model makes the restaurant accessible to everyone, regardless of their financial situation, and creates a diverse and inclusive community space. These cafes are more than just places to eat. They are powerful advocates for a more sustainable food system. They educate the public about the scale of the food waste problem and demonstrate a practical, delicious solution. They prove that the food we often consider to be rubbish is, in fact, a valuable resource. By turning leftovers into lunch, they are not only feeding people, but also feeding a wider conversation about how we value our food. Okay. Time for a few questions to check your understanding. Question 1. What is the main goal of the "food waste cafes" mentioned in the text? A. To provide cheap meals exclusively for people with low incomes. B. To compete with high-end restaurants by offering gourmet food. C. To alter how the public views food that is typically thrown out. D. To sell surplus food directly to the public at a low price. Pause the video now to think about your answer. The correct answer is C. The text states that the cafes are changing people's perceptions of leftovers. Question 2. What is the common characteristic of the food the cafe uses? A. It is donated by customers who have leftovers at home. B. It is still safe to eat even though shops won't sell it. C. It is past its use-by date and would otherwise be unsafe. D. It consists only of fresh fruit and vegetables that are misshapen. Pause the video now to think about your answer. The correct answer is B. The text explains the food is perfectly edible but cannot be sold, for reasons like damaged packaging. Question 3. How do the cafés try to combat the misconception that surplus food is of poor quality? A. By publishing the nutritional content of every meal. B. By creating a welcoming atmosphere and proving the food is excellent. C. By offering a discount to first-time visitors. D. By only using food that is certified as organic. Pause the video now to think about your answer. The correct answer is B. The text says, the cafés have a welcoming atmosphere, and the cooking is deliberately high to prove that the ingredients are excellent. Question 4. What does the pay-as-you-feel model mean? A. Customers pay based on the original retail value of ingredients. B. All the food in the cafe is completely free of charge. C. Customers can decide how much they want or are able to pay. D. Customers can pay for their meal by working in the cafe for 1 hour. Pause the video now to think about your answer. The correct answer is C. The text explains that customers are invited to pay what they feel the food was worth or what they can afford. Question 5. What is one of the main social benefits of the pay-as-you-feel model? A. It encourages more sustainable consumer behavior. B. It guarantees that all the volunteer staff receive a good salary. C. It allows anyone to eat there, no matter how much money they have. D. It encourages customers to eat their meals very quickly. Pause the video now to think about your answer. The correct answer is C. The text supports this by saying the model makes the restaurant accessible to everyone, regardless of their financial situation. Question 6. According to the author, what is the wider role of these cafés? A. They mainly function as a tourist attraction in big cities. B. To raise awareness and promote better ways of managing food. C. They are primarily a training center for professional chefs. D. They have a secret mission to expose supermarket secrets. Pause the video now to think about your answer. The correct answer is B. The text explains that the cafés educate the public about the scale of the food waste problem and are advocates for a more sustainable food system. Let's quickly summarize the lesson. On this screen you can review the main points of the text and the key vocabulary. Finally, here are a few discussion questions. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching this ESL Lounge video. Don't forget to subscribe for more lessons, and we'll see you in the next one.